As the Santa Fe Depot established Bartlesville's commercial hub, the Hotel Maire became its cultural heart, bringing big city luxuries to that startup oil community. It opened in 1914 with glass chandeliers, ceiling fans, and that staple of city life, electricity. And its 1929 renovation added piped ice water, inner-spring mattresses, and the first Frigidaire cooling system west of the Mississippi. The Maire also supported a number of other services. A lot of time would be known for not only shoe shines and haircuts, but newspaper stands, media stands, usually more than one type of restaurant, cigar shop.
Had all those here, every one of them. I want to say
like
there was a millinery store too in this area. If it wasn't right with the hotel, it was very close. And this would be where your big bridal parties or your New Year's Eve parties. You know, this was where your special occasion and big events would be. It was a hotel that was centrally located that made it a really good hotel for businessmen coming into the area. When Frank Phillips and his company was new and in the 40s and even beyond, when this hotel was in its heyday, this was a place where Frank Phillips would bring people in from New York to show them that we were not such backwards people and a backwards economy here in this area. So he would put them up here and perhaps some other places, so that it was.
That's been very nice.
So it was a nice hotel. Yes, it really was. And if you were someone who had, if you came from Oklahoma City, you were not going to turn around and go back the same day because the trip was too long. Whereas it takes us 2.5 hours to get to the capital now. That's driving 70 and 75 miles an hour for the most majority of the trip. So when 50 was a fast speed, when 40 was the average speed, it was an overnight trip, and that was just the way it was. So political. It would have been a political hub too.
Founding partner C.E. Burlingame led the hotel for most of its life, taking full control in 1937. He operated it another 24 years under his own name, but drained by changing traffic patterns and heightened competition from interstate motels, Burlingame finally sold his hotel in 1963, and it closed 5 years later. Phillips Petroleum then saved the historic structure, renovating it for office usage. The city of Bartlesville acquired it in 2000 as the new City Hall and home to the Bartlesville Area History Museum.
It has worked out well. They redesigned this whole area, put in the specialty needs that we had as far as storage and temperature and humidity controls and that kind of thing. We also had specialized display areas built to meet the needs for the permanent gallery, all of those kind of things. So it has been good. Sometimes being on the 5th floor is a little isolated. You don't get as much walk-in traffic. But other than that, with the renovation and everything they did, it served our purposes very well.